What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of A Night with Light. I am your host, Light, and in this talk show, what I do, is I will be painting, working on my Warhammer 40k models, right? We'll be assembling, painting, and reading the core rulebook, and we'll be talking about certain issues, okay? Tonight's topic is why I feel stuck in life, and we're gonna kind of go into that. But let's first kind of take a look at what we've got. We've got some models here. We have my Hive Tyrants. Oops, here we have the one Biovore. We have the second Biovore here. It still needs to get primed. We have my Lictor, which just got primed. We're building another Lictor right here. We have the Hive Tyrant, and we have some Spore Mines here to launch in future games, right? I do have a squad of Hormagaunts. I am currently primed. I don't have a very big priming area outside, so I'm priming them very little. Hopefully within the next week they'll all get primed and we can start painting them tonight. Just so you know, guys, this is since this is a Saturday episode and this is a reboot and we're going to do this, we're going to be actually working with 2 paints tonight. We're going to be continuing on with our Tyrant Black, and we are going to then move on to some Avalanche Sunset with the Lictor later on, okay? So let's kind of go, and we're gonna start over with the core rulebook. Okay, let's start over, right? So here's the core rulebook, guys. You need this to play the game, unless you just want to collect it, which is totally cool. But we're gonna read the back and the opening prologue or preamble, if you will. Okay, and so here's what the back cover says, guys. The galaxy withers in the mailed fist of an all-consuming war. The Imperium of mankind teeters on the brink of annihilation, beset upon all sides by heroic warlords, demon-summoning witches, and rapacious alien empires. The great rift sunders the void. A ragged wound torn through the heart of the Imperium realm, and bleeding madness and mutation cross all. Yet humanity will not give in to despair. For now, in the era of Indomitus, mighty war fleets surge out of the Imperium heartlands, led by the indomitable Adeptus Asterius and the Adeptus Sororius, in charge of driving back the darkness that engulfs the galaxy. Every star system and upon every planet, battle rages more fiercely than ever before as loyalists, heretics, and aliens tear reality itself apart in their war for dominance. Every day, the flames rise higher. You can enter this universe of horrors today if you dare. But remember, this is more terrible era than ever before, and there is no peace amongst the stars. Inside you will find a guide to this dark and terrifying galaxy of war, from its turbulent history to the makeup and nature of the Imperium of mankind and its many foes. So, okay, all the rules you will need to play the Warhammer 40k tabletop war game in a variety of different ways, from the swift to thrilling skirmishes of combat patrol to the clashes between mighty armies. And 3, a stunning and in-depth showcase of expertly painted Citadel miniatures showing off the armies that war across the tabletop battlefields of the 41st millennia and providing inspiration for your own collection. And now we'll read the preamble. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind. By the might of his inexhaustible armies, 1,000,000 worlds stand against the dark. Yet, he is a rotting carcass, the Karen Lord of the Imperium, held in life by marvels from a dark age of technology, and 1,000 souls sacrificed each day so his may continue to burn. To be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. It is to suffer an eternity of carnage and slaughter. It is to have war cries of anguish and sorrow drowned by the thirsting laughter of dark gods. This is a dark and terrible era where you will find little comfort or hope. Forget the power of technology and science. Forget the promise of progress and advancement. Forget any notion of common humanity or compassion. There is no peace amongst the stars. For in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Alright guys, and that's going to conclude what we read today. Okay, and we'll read the next section tomorrow. So again, guys, I am Light. I hope you liked that introduction. And before we start assembling, we're going to kind of just introduce now the topic of the night. Okay? Why I feel stuck in life. Okay? So, a few years ago, COVID occurred. And at the end of COVID, I had gained some weight and money was tight. So I made the conscientious decision that I needed to make more money and lose weight. And I seem to have hit a ceiling. I've seemed to have hit a ceiling on this, okay? And it's frustrating. And it's not a ceiling, it's a habitual ceiling. It's the fact that my habits in life are not breaking through the barriers in order to get to the other side, right? Not learn the lessons. So I went back and I had to dig this out. I got this book out. It's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Okay, and this book was presented to me by my mentor, my life mentor, who has since the time I have walked with him gone on to do many wonderful things, and has accomplished an incredible amount in his lifetime. But when I get stuck, I go back to his teachings, and this was the first thing I received. And it's been a while since I read it. And I just read tonight. I just read the foreword. And I came up with 12 ideas I thought we could talk about, right? And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going through these 12 ideas tonight, guys. All right, cool, ready? Let's get into it. But let's first kind of discuss. We're going to do some assembling while we talk about that. All right, and we're going to continue with assembling our Lictor, our second Lictor, right? So get all the clutter out of the way so we have a good view of. Well, I want to fix the camera. One moment, guys. I want to make sure you guys are seeing. I just want to make sure this camera. There we go. Just want to make sure that this line is in the middle of the camera, because that's how I usually make sure. Right here we got the Lictor, because it's a variety of pieces. And we're not going to do much gluing right now. We're going to do a little bit of gluing and let it set aside while we get onto the painting. Okay? So, let's kind of get into it a little bit. Cool, right? Well, alright, let's take a look here. So, we want to put these legs on first. Ooh, that glue is just strong, guys. Okay, I always dry test it. So that's the first one. Right, we're gonna put that in. cool, right? Oop, don't you fall out. Okay, we're gonna hold it for a minute here, guys. And that is the first piece, right? Leg number one. Leg number one's in, guys. And I think we're gonna work on the second talon here after we set that down. Then we'll put the other leg in. Actually, I can probably do both legs. Let them sit, and then see if we can get the torso in. Right? So, he's looking good. Alright, let's get the other leg in. Now kind of move on to our first subject. Just take your time. Oops. Good. And we're going to hold this for a minute. So, I was reading the forward, guys, and he has a couple, I guess you could say, issues that are occurring with people. He lists out, and this book was written a while ago, and these issues I still see today, and I kind of wrote them out. So we got 12 suggestions, okay? And oops, the first thing, guys, like I think he talks about is he's talking about, you know, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and this can really be summed up like this. It's to work out and eat well, okay? Not eat shittily, not overeat, eat well, and exercise. That's basically it. And if you do those two things, the body will follow, right? And in this culture we got, guys, I feel like so let me put it like this. I am the only one of my guy friends that work out. I am the only one, okay? Only one that works out. And it's a little depressing. There's some guys I know that go to the gym like once a month, but that doesn't count, right? But even if we took that out, eating well, man, geez, guys, eating well for some people is a real challenge. Okay. What piece do I need? I need 31. One more, guys. Let's get 31 before I lose my train of. So we're gonna do 31. So 31 is. Oh, it's right there. Is that it? It is it. That's it right there, guys. 31. Cool. Come on, let's get this on and I'll get back to the eating well part, right? We'll get back to the how to eat well. Okay? It's not as difficult as some people make it out to be. This. I gotta make sure this goes on right. Always dry test it, guys. Always dry test it. Just like that. I think it looks supposed like that. I think that's how it's supposed to go, right? Like this. Oh, is it like that? Oh, sometimes. I don't know. Oh, it is like that. I got dry testing. Always dry tested, guys. Always dry tested. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So let's put a little bit of glue. And then we'll get back to the eating well part. We'll get back to the eating well part. Oh, come on, bud. There you go. Oh, no. Yeah, got it. We'll hold that for a second. So eating well. First of all, let's not even talk about like what you should be eating. Like let's just address the fact that we just overeat in general. Okay, and that's even I trying to eat well, overeat. I really do. Like I have this beef bowl I make on days I work out, right? Because I am usually by dinner not only famished, but my body is starting to ache, and I don't lose any weight the night I eat the beef bowl. I mean, I know it's good for the muscle repair, but I don't lose any weight. It's on the non-lifting nights I feel like I actually do my best weight loss. Okay, and I'm not sure if that's good or bad. So overeating, I think, is really important, guys. I think we really have to like example. I don't eat breakfast. Okay, I used to eat. I'm not kidding. Breakfast. I go to breakfast before work. You know, I had lunch at work, and then I'd have dinner. Okay, maybe on the weekends I'd have like a dessert, like ice cream or some shit after. Okay, fucking huge. Okay, now I don't eat dessert, unless I don't eat dessert, and I don't have breakfast. Okay, that was like, and that got me down quite a bit. But let's go back to this guy. Wasn't quite enough, right? So the big things I do for eating well, guys, I got a three rule thing. Okay, these are my three rules. Okay, it's none of it's hard. All of it's really easy for the diet, and this is just for diet. Part one of my diet, and I know that some of you might not consider this diet, but I do, is I make sure I get 8 hours of sleep each night. That is a big thing for me. Okay, that's actually helped in the sense, because not only is it good for me, but it keeps me, like, when I was up all night, you know, hey, let's go to the bar, hey, let's get a burrito after the bar, or a pizza, hey, you know what I mean? So I was it really cut, I cut calories out just by not going out at night, right, and going to bed early, right? Probably save money too. And it helps with like the reparative and actually converting fat into energy as you sleep. Okay, so that's number one, sleep. The other two is just drink water, or basically don't drink calories. Is another way to put it. I do have a protein shake if I work out, but other than that, it's just water. And I only have only one a day, not two. Now I know a guy that drinks 4 a day. Now mind you, he's way bigger than me, but generally speaking, just water. All I drink is water. And the last thing I do for eating well is I try to just mainly eat protein. I'm not saying you should never have carbs. It's just I love carbs. I mean, you put bread. If this whole table was one giant bread basket, I'd eat the whole fucking thing. I would. I love bread. Love it. So that's that. Okay, guys. And that is. Let's come together looking. Oh yeah, this guy's looking good. I'm gonna let him dry for a while. That is, my friends, the reason I try to. Oh, that's how I eat well. Okay, that's how I eat well, and that's just one thing. Because he points out, and a lot of people, I know a lot of people that are not physically, that are my age, are not physically well. They don't sleep well. They have no energy. Just all sorts of nastiness. We won't get into all the details, but they can't. It's really the diet. Okay, and that's one, guys. That's number one. Okay. So, second thing is people don't read enough. But not that even just stuff like this. I mean, whatever your career is, you should be reading into it, right? If you want to up your income, whatever you've chosen to do to make money, you should read into it. I don't even care if it's fast food. There's probably books out there on how to manage work fast food even better and with higher quality and better production. I mean, there's books on everything, guys. There's books on everything. And so whatever you've chosen to do for your money making, you should read as much about it as you can. Now this is something I learned. This is a really simple trick to getting to the top 5% of your field. Okay, super easy. Top 1% takes a lot more. But top 5%, pretty easy. The top 5% is this: read 3 books on your field on that subject. Read it. So if you do sales, read 3 books on sales. If you do kitchen remodeling, read 3 books on kitchen remodeling. If you do electric, read 3 books. Whatever it is, read 3 books on the subject. Okay, and then you apply. You don't just read. So first, just reading 3 books on any subject will get you, in terms of knowledge, in the top 20% of that field. That's all it takes. 3 books, good books. Now here's the thing: if you apply it, if you apply those 3 books, like I read them and I put them to work, you will go to the top 5% of your field. Okay? That's all it takes, guys. You read, applied, top 5%. The top 1%, guys, is or the top 10. Just say top 1%. It takes about 3 years of studying everything in that field, and then you can get there. But being in the top 5 would not be a terrible position. So that's number 2, guys. You should be reading. Okay. So every night before I go to bed, I read, and every morning when I wake up, I hit the gym. Actually, I do 2 things before I go to bed. Let me explain. I prepare for the next day. All my prep work, my gym bags, clothes, everything's loaded, and then you know what I'm gonna do, like in terms of what I plan on doing tomorrow is prepare, like even my goals and stuff. So that's one, and then I read. So I prepare and I read. That's everything. That's what I do before I go to bed, guys. That is what I do before I go to bed. So right there, guys, you've already, if you can just get those 2 habits going, reading, applying, working out, eating well. If you can just do that, you're already like blowing most of the people probably in your life out of that, like in terms of accomplishment. You're already kicking ass. I mean, honestly, it's not that hard. Alright. But it is hard, because I am stuck. And I think I know where I'm stuck at, and we're going to get to that one. But it ain't those 2. It ain't those 2. Okay? What's another thing that the forward talks about, okay? One more. Before I do that, there's a spot that I saw. Where was it? I saw it, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I missed that. Oh man, where is it? It was on his leg. I saw something on his leg. Oh, there it is. There was a spot. Can I get that? Oh man, that's so fucking hard. Alright, let me try it this way. Ooh, did I get it? I didn't want to hit the yellow. That was this little groin area. Got it. Okay, cool. Right? Making them look like a wasp. I'm painting my guys like a wasp. Okay, so this one I need to be better on. This one I need to be, and I call it avatar listening. Okay, I'm gonna explain. That's my wording, not the book's wording, but they kind of talk about it. So here's what a leader kind of does, right? You got a group of people you're leading and they want something. Now, they might not agree with the methodology that you use, okay? But you need, your group is going to look at you to get things accomplished, okay? That's the key. I call it avatar because you gotta listen, right? You gotta listen to what the people are saying. Like, the problem is sometimes you gotta tell people no, because what they want and how they think they get it. Well, let me use some example. I used to play World of Warcraft. Okay, people always wanting more and more progression, and they thought the best way to get there was to give the players they loved epics over other players. Now, I understand what they're saying, but in my opinion, the valuable part of the real asset in the guild is not the loot. The real asset is the player, right? Or the players. Now that's the thing they could not comprehend. They could not understand that the asset was the player, not the loot. Not the loot. The loot is just the thing you use to keep the assets. Okay? And I understood this, and it was very difficult. Because they couldn't see what I was trying to accomplish. Now this is classic. Well, we cleared next. We got there. Okay, I was very patient. I was very steady in how I was going to do it. Some people thought I could have done it quicker or better, but I was like, no, we are going to follow a certain methodology because I know it worked, and it did work. It worked. We accomplished it. I took a bunch of scrubs, and I was able to clear an axe with them, and they were scrubs. They were not. I'm not saying they're bad players. They were just different type of player. Unorganized. That's probably a better way. Unorganized, unfocused. So I was able to take unfocused players and get them to next. Okay. Now, a lot of those guys left the guild and ended up joining guilds that, cleared Nax for 2 weeks and then just disbanded, and they were kind of like back to square one, rebuilding everything. See, the foundations were rotten, and I knew that because I'd been in a lot of guilds. And that's the difference, guys. You gotta have patience. You gotta have patience with some shit. Okay? Well, did I get everything? I think I did. Cool. This guy's supposed to look like a wasp, by the way. So, avatar listening. It's the ability to listen to what, now it doesn't mean do what they want, but it's the ability to listen to what, because sometimes, let me put it, sometimes what people say they want, it's not really what they want. It's how they think if they do this, they'll get what they want, right? Again, so example, they said what they said they wanted was me to just give loot to whoever, okay, to whoever they thought needed it or wanted it the most. That was a loot council is what they wanted, so they could give it to the players they thought they wanted a loot council, but what they really wanted was faster progression, right? Or wanted more steady progression. That's really what they wanted. They just thought loot council was the way to go to get that. So that's what I mean. And of course, I had a steady hand, and I was like, no. Put out the pimp hand, and I was like, no, that's not what we're gonna do. That's not what we're gonna do. I gotta be very careful. This guy has so much color on his face. Okay. So, avatar listening. That's number 3. Like that's something that's how I turn it. He says just be a good listener, but I think I like to use the avatar because as a leader, I am the group's avatar. I am. The group has a spirit to it, and I am the thing that acts it out. Make sure it gets accomplished. That's what I'm trying to get at. So, gotta be very careful. One moment. get the Eye of Black. One moment. You gotta be careful not to hit the eye. Oops. You gotta. Gotta be very careful here. Gotta get right across the down the jaw. Look here. Yeah, a little more black. Okay, so that's two. That's two. I mean three. And then he talks a little bit about like a spiritual thing. I know that's not big these days, but I can't believe in divine providence. Divine providence. You don't know what that is. Let me give you an example. You go to the gym. You got gym crush, right? Oh fuck. Touch that up with some yellow. Oh, come on, baby. And the gym crush comes by me for some weight or some shit and asks me a question. That is the perfect, that's almost like divinely perfect opportunity to introduce yourself, right? So that when I say divine providence, that's what I'm talking about. It's when things actually happen, and it's like the opportunity you wanted actually occurs. I call that divine providence, okay? And I kind of believe in that. So example, another thing. I went to order my Parasite of Mortrex model this morning, right? And it's right next to my grocery store. The store is right next to my grocery store. So I had a choice: order the model first, then get the groceries, or get the groceries first and then get the model. For whatever reason, I decided to go get the groceries first, right? Because I went to the grocery store first, I ran into my friends at the store. Now, if I had reversed it, if I had reversed that process, I would have missed them. Right? I would have already gotten this thing from the store, ordered it, left. They would have came while I was at the store. Never would have ran into each other. Right? So, I call those acts divine providence. Divine providence. Okay, and that's kind of the. He doesn't really. This book doesn't talk about that. He just talks about having some sort of spiritual beliefs. Well, that's mine, right? I believe in divine providence. Okay, guys, that's where I'm at in life. Now, when divine providence occurs, it's like you gotta act. I almost feel like not acting is like a sin. It's a sin. It's like if there was a El Elyon, he literally moved heaven and earth for this opportunity to occur in your life, and you didn't take it. That's a sin. That's a sin. Okay? So that's how I look at it. That is how I look at it. Okay? Okay, so that's why I stand on spirituality. Okay? Oops. One moment, I'm just kind of touching up the white here. Now I have to hit this with yellow a couple spots. So fucking sloppy. A couple spots got on my yellow got hit with black. Alright, you're gonna have to. Alright, cool. Do I have everything? Everything here? No. Cool. spots there, just like specks of white of the primer that I just can't quite get. Okay, so that's the first big four, guys. That's the big first four. And this is actually, what suggestion does this come in? One moment. Talks about, on the Ford, this was actually the last, personal stagnation, which is what I feel like I'm at. I'm in a personal stagnated spot, okay? I feel like, that's why I drew those notes first, right? So the first four. So where would I say the actual roadblock is for me? Okay, I work out. I read. Okay, maybe not implement the best, but I read and try to implement. I do what I believe avatar listening. Right? I do that. I think it's the divine providence part. I think that is the thing where I stagnate at. Okay? I think that's where I suffer the most at. Okay. That's it. I think opportunities or things arise in my life, and I don't act on them. And that lack of action, that is what slows me down. It's where I stagnate. So it's why I don't achieve the things I want to achieve. Okay? I think that's it. I think it's that. Okay? Now, he lists on that a lot of people, and we're going to go into why. Why is that? A lot of people live their lives in fear. In fact, I'd say 80% of people live their lives in fear. Okay? And there's really one cure to that, and that's just simply to be brave. That's it, right? Be brave. I once had a dream, again, divine providence. Well, that is literally what Spectre in the dream told me. Be truthful and be brave. That's it. And that, I think, was, again, I view that as divine providence, divine, whatever you want to call it. Is it just a dream, or is it really something out there trying to guide me to betterness? Right? So that's it. I would say, why do I not act on divine providence? It's a fear. It's a fear that I am reading too much into a situation, and yet somehow, when I do not act, it always ends badly to me. Always. It would have been better if I had just acted. It would have been better every time. I can't think of a time where I was like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't jump on that opportunity. That would have been. I can't think of a time where that was the case. I cannot think. Okay? So it is my belief that divine providence is real, and the biggest thing is to have the bravery to act on it, and the ability to see it when it occurs. So let's keep painting this guy black. Okay, so that's where I think the stagnation is coming from. That's where the stagnation is coming from. Now, because that stagnation occurs, this next thing bleeds into my life. Okay, this is the big thing. This is. You want to hear something? Not eating. This is probably my top 3 of things to avoid in life. Okay, eat well, exercise, and don't go into debt. Okay, that, my friends, is like the trio of staying out of the bottom 80%. So, because I don't hit my financial goals, I end up going into debt because I try to, I don't want to say try to spend my way to the next level. It doesn't work. It never works. Okay, it's not how that works. But I try it. It's a bad habit. And it gets me in debt. Okay, not a ton of debt. Not like, oh my God, but enough where I'm like, where it's like a thorn in the side, okay? And that's why, oops, shoot. One moment. Not perfect, but it's getting there. So, being in debt, guys, super bad. Super fucking bad. It's the worst thing ever. I'd rather be fat and not in debt than in debt and fit. That's how much I hate debt. I think debt's just a fucking evil thing. Evil thing. Okay. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. I'm liking this ribcage, guys. I gotta keep going. Keep going. Okay, so you don't want to be in debt. You don't want to be in debt. You don't want to be, you know. You want to be brave. You want to follow divine providence. You want to be fit. Right? These are things, and these qualities are qualities my mentor really labeled into me. That's probably how I interpret this. Some of the stuff he, for example, the debt thing in the book comes from the fact that people aren't patient. They're not willing to save, so they want to buy it now. So they're going to debt for the now, right? But if you're a little bit patient, you can get the thing without paying the interest. That's the lesson. I do remember him telling me not to go into debt, not go into debt. That is evil. That is evil. This guy's coming along just fine. Ooh, I almost got it. Just a little more. It's going to be a hard spot to get. I think I can get it though. Cool, got it. It's coming along, guys. It's coming along nicely. So, we don't want to be in debt. We don't want to be brave. Okay? This is another one. People love, and this is big. You hear this on YouTube a lot. You hear this, and it's true. People like to blame other people. This is probably not new. This is not a new thing. This has always occurred. And they like to be the victim. This is happened throughout history. In fact, it's just a fact. Okay? People always blame other people. They're the victim. Poor them. Fuck that. Well, I know I got this. This is a Stoic idea, and my mentors, one of his acolytes, took this position. It's a Stoic position. It's always blame yourself. Whatever happened, it was your fault. And I took that attitude once, and I was out. This is a great story. I was canoeing, and we got stranded on the river. Okay. Now a lot of people would have blamed. Now I was invited. A lot of people would have blamed the host. Like, hey, you told me this would only take this long. You said it was just a couple hours. No, what I did is that and this is what I said. This is the only person whose fault this is myself, because I said yes to the. Would you like to come canoeing? Right. Now that might be extreme, and some of you might disagree with that, but that's the position I took. And I was like, I can only blame myself because I unfortunately said yes to this. That's all. That's the only person whose fault that is mine. I said yes. Okay. I remember something like, oh, well, you can't just take responsibility like that. Why not? Why can't you? Why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you take responsibility for that stuff like that? I don't understand why. You know why it's uncomfortable. I have a theory, and I can't prove it. I think when people see other people take extreme responsibility, they try to discount it. They try, oh, it's not really your fault. It's because it makes them realize, like, how to put it, it's a reflection on them, right? Like, oh shit, I don't take responsibility like that. I can't, like, this guy can't be, you know what I mean? So they're like, oh, you know, you don't need to worry, because it's really them, it's them trying to make themselves feel better. That's how I look at it. Oops. I have to go over some yellow again with this. So, I guess that looks okay. So, always blame yourself, guys. Always take responsibility. Actually, it really does make it easier, because when you take responsibility, yeah, that's my fault. More often, the people actually end up either apologizing to you, like, oh, I shouldn't have gotten that mad, blah blah blah, or they end up making excuses for you. It's like a hack, dude. It really is. You say, yeah, it's my fault. They're like, yeah, you know, nah, it wasn't really your fault. Like they'll make excuses. They'll make it. They'll make excuses for you. Or they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I got so pissed, right? Usually, I've noticed, it's when you try to avoid responsibility, they get really fucking angry at you. Because it like disarms them. You are a fucking idiot. You're like, I am an idiot. I shouldn't have done that. And then they think about it, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It's not really, I swear to God, it happens so often. It's like a cheat code to life. Just take responsibility for everything and just watch what I mean. Just do it. Just do it. Next time, and something that's not even that big of a deal, so like there's no real stakes at place. Just take responsibilities for it and see what happens. People will be like, people will make excuses for you. They will. Insane. Alright. So now we gotta do this thing. That's something I really do. I watched this guy named Caleb Jones. It's kind of part of the circle I came up in, and he released a video today of basically saying that you are a god. Now he explain what he means. I don't really like that phrasing. I don't really like that phrasing. I think a better phrasing is be a prince. Okay. Be a prince. And what idea? What was I even addressing? What was even the moment? So, oh. Or be a king. Be a king. I'm sorry, be a king, not a prince. Hopelessness. People often feel like I have no control over my life. And you're taking the position of a peasant, right? And really you should be taking the position of a king, of a prince. Being like, I'm going to build. Actually, a prince is better. Because a king, you're going to build your kingdom, right? Be that prince. Be that kingdom builder, right? That's what you got to do. Be a prince. Right? Build that kingdom. That's kind of what he's going with the be a god. Like, be the creator of your own world. Manipulate the world, control the world. That's kind of that's the idea he's going for. I like the prince idea. I don't. But Caleb is not. Is that my doggy? I think my doggy's outside my room. One moment, guys. My doggy's outside. Is that my dog? Oh, my dog was out there. He's not out there. He's not out there. Sorry about that. Oops. Hope I didn't unhit the microphone. Nope. Still good. Cool. Alright. Cool. Alright, where was I at? Yeah, so be a prince. That was kind of the kind of a thing he's like, create your world, right? You can't probably see it, but I have a goal board behind me of all the things I want to accomplish, the things I'm trying to build. And trying to build like I'm building this army. I am the prince of this army. That's kind of the attitude I take. I gotta be very careful here. I don't want to accidentally hit the blue. And go around, nice and easy. Closer. Paint right here. I don't even know some of these suggestions. I don't even know what I wrote down. I gotta practice my handwriting. Sometimes I get in a hurry and I write too quickly. So, be a prince, right? Gotta build your own world. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. Oh, social media. Oh my God, it's the cancer of this. It's the cancer of the world, and it's the 11th plague. It's the 11th fucking plague. Let me tell you some stuff about Let me tell you about some stuff about social media. It's all bullshit. I want you to even watch this show and think it's all bullshit. Swear to God, it really is. It is all fucking bullshit. Okay, let me explain why. So, the fingernail's gonna have to be yellow. I'm gonna have to try to get around it. So, anyways, the reason it's all bullshit. It is. It's very narrative driven. Okay? It's very propaganda. Really out there to piss you off. That's actually what I want to do. I don't want this show to piss people off. I want this show to inspire you. I want this show to help you grow. I want you to become that prince that was promised. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for every last one of you. Become that prince or princess. Build that kingdom that you deserve. That's what I want. That's what I'm here for, guys. I am here to guide you guys on that journey to build your kingdom. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that by building mine and keeping this as a record and talking about it and telling people what failed and what didn't fail and why I think it failed and why I think it succeeded. That's what I want. That is what I want for you people. No positivity in this world. So, the biggest lie I think social media tells guys is something called work-life balance. Okay, so let me give you my day. Okay. I wake up at 4, go to the gym. At 7 o'clock, I start working, okay? And I work 12 hours every day. And then I come on here and I stream, okay? And then I go to bed, read a little bit and go to bed. That's it. That's the same day I do every day. There's no balance to that. It's just basically, the truth is, there's no such thing as work-life balance. What really people are saying is that you're trying to prioritize stuff, right? So some people, let's just use this, raising a family. Some people only work so they could financially support their family. That's it. Like if they could work 4 hours and do the same, and have the same amount of income to do what they need to do, they would probably do that. Okay, that is the truth. Some people work because they want to make lots and lots of money. So those are the type of people that are going to work, 12 hours, 14 hours, 16-hour days. Okay, that's those people. They both have balance. Okay. It's not like 50-50 or whatever. Like a lot of people, I've seen this. Like, eight in the office, 8 at home, 8 for sleep. That's not. That's like, what if you don't like 8 hours at home? What if you like 12 hours at home? 12 hours at work. You know what I'm saying? It's really just what you want. So I don't believe in the work-life balance. I think it's a terrible concept. Because the problem is, from being blunt, a lot of people want the 12-hour income on 8 hours. That's what they want. Okay? It's like you want the $1 million, but you didn't want to work the 4,000 hours to get there, right? This year to get there. That's the issue, guys. That's the thing you gotta realize. It's really about prioritizing your goals. Okay. I'm a big fan of Alex Mosi, and he talks about this a lot. And I think a lot of people misunderstand him. I think a lot of people are like, oh, he just works. He's got no. Well, see. He does have balance. So I understand what he means by this. I really do. You only have. You can't have too many goals. You really can't, because there's just not enough time in the day to take them seriously. Example, my 2 big goals right now is to get this marketing program up, and I'm trying to lose weight. I don't have any more time for anything else, guys. I don't. I really don't. You just don't. You're not gonna have time. Like this 90 minutes, or doing a little longer today. This time, I put aside this time only to know why I'm working for. It's like a reminder. Why do I work? Why am I working to make all this money? So I can do more stuff like this. That's the only reason. And I put this time apart as a reminder. It's really just okay, I feel good, I did something fun, go to bed, grinding in. Like, that's it. But some people, like, coming home to seeing their kids, that's the motivation, right? That's the motivation. Oh, you gotta be careful. Oh no, it's gonna be so hot. This little yellow thing right there. I want to try to get it though. I'm trying to get there without hitting the yellow. It's really hard. It's really hard, guys. I think I can do it though. Oops. No, I don't get it without fucking up, and then I fucked up the rest. Oops. Did I get it? I think I got it. Alright, so that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. Like, it's a lie. It's a lie. Work-life balance is a lie. What really a lot of people want is high income so they can play a lot. But the problem is you can't get the high income without playing less. See, that's the thing, and they want the other way. They would love for it to be the other way, but it never will be. It never will be. I'm not saying that's good or bad, I'm just saying it is. I think I'm gonna put some purple. Boy, I wish I hadn't painted that heavy. I think I'll put some purple on this one. I think on this next one, guys, I want to use that dark purple there. Cool. He's getting there, guys. He's getting there. This guy's starting to look real good. Real good. There's a little bit some touch up, but. So, let's keep grinding. Let's keep grinding it out. Yeah, so that's a lie. It's just a fucking lie. Like I said, what you need to do is figure out what you want, work hard to get to it, and then you can, for example, if you want to make so much money that you never have to work again, do that, and then you can have all the balance you want. Though I would say that most people who give up working end up regretting it because they fucking get bored. Work is a great time sink, guys. Phenomenal time sink. Alright, we're getting there. We are getting there. This thing is coming along nicely, guys. Alright, this is looking really good. I'm really happy with this. Cool. And we're working away, guys. We are working away. So, oh, this is another one. Big one I got. Cheat at life. I don't mean like break the law, but like, I heard this and I totally agreed with it. I'm gonna find people who have talents that are complementary to you and exploit it, right? And it's a win-win situation for both of you guys. It really is. For example, if someone's really good at sales and somebody's really good at fixing cars, have the salesman go out and find 1 billion people that need their car fixed, right? And you guys will become millionaires, right? Maybe not 1 billion, but you get what I'm saying, right? See what I mean? One was really good at sales, and one was really good at fixing stuff, and they work together to achieve their goals. called cheating. I don't know why people think you gotta do stuff by yourself. See, I'm trying to build a team. I'm trying to build a team. I'm trying to build a team to get me to my fortune goals, right? That's my thing. Build a team. Build a team. A lot of people try to do shit alone. No. Don't do that. I should have got more black today at the store. I'm going for this black pretty aggressively, actually, guys. Pretty aggressively, I'm going to do this black. His hand. Oops. Got built his hand. It's going real good though, guys. It's going real good. Real good. Get the blue out later and just try to no, I'm almost wondering just paint black. Just look on purple with that. Too late now. So I guess the next thing is listen. Right? People don't listen. You know, there's a character from a TV show I think is the perfect example of the perfect listener. Gibbs from NCIS. So people will tell him stuff and he just won't reply. I mean, he's listening and they know they're listening. He's listening. Like he's really looking at them, but he doesn't say anything. And I think that's the best type of listener. Somebody who does not say anything. Oh my god, I didn't get the, I definitely need to get the blue out. I can't believe I missed it. Sometimes I miss stuff I wanted to hit with blue. Anyways, I think Gibbs is a phenomenal listener. He just doesn't say anything, he just listens. Okay, and that's what you need to do sometimes. You just need to listen. In fact, I think I was watching this thing on how to talk to girls, and somebody told me this, like, you can make somebody fall in love with you without saying a single goddamn word. Okay? I don't know, like they talk, I don't know why you need to feel like it's just the words. It's not the words. It's the intent. It's deliberate action. That's what does it. Cool, right? We're getting this, right? I'm gonna get this. Very hard to get all this. Very hard. It's starting to look good though. He is getting there, guys. He is really getting there. Some things I might do different on the next one. A little bit more color, complex colors, but that is looking good, guys. He is looking really good. Let me push this guy up so you guys get a good look at him. What's the last thing on the list? What's the last thing? I can't remember. Water down. Work-life balance, I think is a oh, what is it? Okay, cool. Yes. Yes. This is a powerful one. This is a really, really powerful one. This change your life. Okay, this is hard. Even I struggle doing this. It's such a powerful concept. One of the most powerful concepts I can think about. Okay, guys, and this is it. A lot of people ask, what is it in for me? Like, we've all think that. Why should I do this? Why should I do this? What's in it for me? The real question you should always be asking, the real question is, what's in it for them? Now, that might surprise you, but sometimes the thing that they want you to do isn't even good for them. Okay, so that is a really powerful question. What is in it for them? So, and you should really ask that question because it gets you into the mindset of when you want, when you want help from somebody, the first thing you should ask, what is in it for them? Before you even ask the person for help, what is in it for them? And then lead with that. Be like, hey, you want to make $50? Yeah. Alright, help me move this suitcase. Right? Or help me pick up this car. That is a powerful thinking move. That's a really powerful move there, guys. Extraordinarily powerful. Extraordinarily powerful. Okay. Life changing right there, guys. Okay. Often, and I found this, and again, comes from Alex and Mosey. I think he got this from Charlie Munger. If you really want like super duper success, guys, just look at what the most people do. Dan Kennedy talked about this, and I wouldn't say necessarily do the opposite, but sometimes that is the case. But just approach it from a different angle, and you'd be surprised at the results you get. Right? So that's all I got out of the forward today, guys. That all came from the forward that I read. Okay, guys? These ideas, these concepts. Let's kind of review them, right? Kind of review them. Oops, sorry. I'm bad at talking and painting at the same time. I mean, he looks so good. Probably should be careful. I probably should have hit some blue in there. Sometimes I see stuff, I'm like, I wish I put a little blue there. So let's kind of go over it, right? 1, work out. 2, read and implement what you read. 3, listen and become the avatar for the group. 4, I believe in divine providence. 5, stay out of debt. Don't live in debt. Debt doesn't even have to be money, guys. Debt could be like, I wanted to get married, so I married the first person I met. That could put you in a type of debt, like a relationship debt, experience debt. 6, be brave. So I think the divine providence and the brave part, I think those two are where I'm really weak at. Always blame yourself. Be a prince. I gotta work on that a little bit. Get off social media. Like, I don't really. So I'm using my phone as my camera. I don't really use it as a like I'm not on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter all day with it. I'm really not. It's just not my scene. I do like Instagram for the pictures. I'll take it back. I like looking at pictures, but I like if it came to like me commenting and shit on, I not want to do that. Cheat at life, or basically find people who have build relationships with people who have complementary skills is really what. Listen like Gibbs, and always ask yourself what is in it for them. I think these are some really good tools. I think these are some really powerful tools. Tools that we kind of take for granted. Okay. Because if I said going to the gym will change your life, most people aren't going to believe me. They're just not going to believe me. It does. It has. It really has. It's probably been the best investment I've ever done for myself. But most people just don't believe it. They just can't believe it. Because it's enjoyable. Because I love pizza. I love getting a pizza. Large pizza, maybe a beer, maybe some Pepsis, sitting down and watching a movie. I love that. I love that, okay? But it ain't good for me. And you know why I love it? Because it's a 90s thing. I grew up in the 90s, guys. I miss that era. And that's something me and my friends would do on a Friday night. Okay? It was awesome. It's fucking awesome. But there's a price for that. I mean, I don't think it's wrong to do it once. I don't think once a week's wise. Once every other week, right? But there's a price. There's a price for that. There is a, you're gonna gain weight. Even if you were doing really good for 2 weeks on the diet and you lost a bunch of weight, that night and the next day or two, you're gonna be heavy. It's just the reality of it. Okay? Staying out of debt's another one. I know people in debt, like, it's scary, they're fucking terrifying. Like, I have $1,000 on my credit card and I feel like I'm behind. I know people that blew that away 500 times. It's terrifying. I don't even know if I could wake up in the morning with that much debt. But they do it. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger. It doesn't get smaller. It gets bigger, man. Like these tools I've listed. This is just from the forward of the chapter. This is not from the introduction. This is not from the actual meat of the book. These are just some basic tools that you can get out of the first thing if you're paying attention. Phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal book, guys. I almost wonder if I want to paint that fucking this gun fucking purple. I almost wonder if I want to do that instead. I think that would be a better. Paint the fingers black with the gun purple. I think that is a better. I think that's a way better example. But yeah, guys, it's. I don't know. That's just me, guys. That's what I'm trying to offer you guys. Tools, powerful tools, change your life with. The best tools. Purple on this. I don't know. This is gonna be a little ugly. Let me get this box. Yeah, so these are, like I said, these are really powerful tools, guys. These are incredible tools. These are the type of tools that change your life. It takes work. I mean, right there, that's enough for a year. It really is. you did all that in a year, you'd be doing great, guys. So, I'm glad I wish I was a little bit better on the implementation now of some of this stuff. That's what we're doing. We're trying to, like I said, we're gonna get unstuck. We gotta get that 6-pack and that marketing system up, and then, my friends, then we're gonna look really good. We're gonna look phenomenally good. We're gonna look great. We really are. Phenomenally great, guys. We're gonna look phenomenally great. We're getting there though, guys. Man, we're using a lot of black. I should grab more black today. Next time, when I go to the store next week to get my Parasite, I'm going to get more black. Probably might need more primer too. Careful not to go over the blue here. Well, I'll have to do a little bit of purple on this. I think that's going to be hard. It's going to be some battling. Let's get right here. Oh yeah, we got to get this black. We got to get this black. This was the first model I wanted to do it. Test model. Right. So. Oops. I don't want that to bleed too much. Let's get a little bit whitey on the rib cage. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. Tough, guys. It's a tough one to paint. It's tough, but we're getting it. We are getting it. The top of the owl, we're gonna do a little more on the take a break from the paint and do a little bit more on the Lictor. Should be able to do a couple more things to him. Oop, there we go. Looking good, guys. This is looking real good. Oops, shit. Except when I fucking fat fingers. Aw, man. I'm gonna have to hit this with some yellow again. I don't even know if that's gonna get the yellow off. I might have to put some orange on it. A little orange on it. So I can get that. No, don't do that. while, but I'll have to hit it. I'll have to hit it with some. It happens. I'm not too upset about it. Coming along, guys. It's coming along. He is just looking magnificent. Actually, I'm kind of feeling a little tired now, guys. I might not. That's probably why I started early tonight. We're gonna just get this little piece, and I think we're gonna call it a night, guys. I was gonna go a little bit longer, but you know what? I'm tired. Usually I just do 90 minutes of this. Like I said, it's just motivation. So in the morning when I start my other things, I feel good about myself. I feel real good about myself. Alright. Well, alright guys, I think we did quite a bit tonight. I think we might do a little off colors tomorrow. I think we might do a little orange tomorrow. A little orange on this, a little orange on that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow, guys. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you for joining me tonight, and I just want to end it with just a basic review and a good message for you guys. So again, I'm Light, and I'm building a Warhammer 40k army while discussing, just monologuing about stuff in life, right? That's what we're doing. And right now we're reading the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen R. Covey. We went through just the forward, not even the introduction, not the first chapter, not the first habit, just the forward, and we came up with 12 really powerful tools that I have used some of them. So the first thing is to work out and eat well, like get your body in order. Second is to read every night and really implement what you're reading into your life. That's key. You gotta actually implement it. 3 is to do what I call this avatar listening. It's where you listen. If you're a leader, listen to your group and try to fulfill the fundamental need. Maybe not how they want it to be fulfilled, but try to figure out what they really want and act and get it accomplished. 4, he talks about spiritual practices. I believe in divine providence. That means that sometimes when things occur in your life, it was by the hand of God. So like if you run into an old friend you hadn't seen in 2, 3, 4 years, that's divine providence. That's an example. 5, don't live in debt. So if you have the ability to get out of debt, do it now. 6 is be brave. Be brave. 7 is always blame yourself for the outcomes in your life. 8, be a prince, build your kingdom. 9, get off social media. Okay, it's fucking poison. 10 is cheat. Find people to build relationships with that are complementary. Come on, my dog wants to come in. Come on, buddy. Almost done, buddy. Can I wait? Sorry, guys. Came in right at the end, Teddy. Come on, bud. Come on. Hey, buddy. Oh, whoa. Hey, you don't do that. Get out of here. You get out of here. No. Come on. No, move in here. Come on, bud. Oh, fine. I'll shut the door. I'll shut this door. Alright, guys. I'm sorry about that. My dog likes to stand in the doorway and eat. He doesn't like when I try to move him. Alright guys, so, sorry about, cheat on life, and that basically means find people who you can build a complementary relationship with. Okay, that's what that means. 11 is listen. Like I like to use the Gibbs as an example. Listen. And then 12 is don't ask what's in it for me, ask what's in it for them. That's a way better way to approach life. Okay, these are some really powerful tools. Some really powerful tools. As you can see, in terms of the Warhammer thing, we have gotten that guy's looking pretty good. He's looking really great. Okay, very proud of him. So anyways, guys, I will be back tomorrow for another episode, and hopefully good things. I hope have a good evening, and I hope wonderful things occur for you. Later.